Thank you, Prof. Shi-Hong. Hello, my name is Corey, Academic Advisor and Communications Manager in the IS program. And it is my pleasure to introduce our student speaker, Savannah Xu. Let me tell you a little bit about her before she comes up here. Okay, Savannah is graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Information Systems and a minor in human-computer interaction. Her time at CMU has taken her around the world and then some. Here at home within the IS program, she's been an IS mentor, an IS ambassador, and a teaching assistant for software engineering and the IS milieu. Outside the classroom, she just wrapped up a 16-year swimming career as an 11-time NCAA All-American, 4-time UAA conference champion, 6-time CMU individual school record holder, and was national runner-up in the 200 backstroke this year at the D3 Swimming Championships. This fall, Savannah heads to New York City to start as a business technology analyst at Deloitte. Let's welcome Savannah to the stage.
Thank you, Corey. That was a lot, but I appreciate you, and I'm truly humbled by those words. My parents claim they knew I was going to be a swimmer since I was 2 years old. I was happily swimming and splashing back and forth in the bathtub. For 20 years, swimming has been my constant, the thing that kept me grounded when everything else felt uncertain. But 4 years ago, when I came to CMU, I found yet another constant. It was the Information Systems program. It became the community that caught me when I almost fell. Sophomore fall, grades were rough, times in the pool were as slow as they've ever been. I was calling my parents more than I'd like to admit, and at one point, they told me to quit the team. Not because they didn't believe in me, but they just wanted me to be happy. So I didn't quit, but I did have to change some things. I swallowed my pride and actually asked for help. I went to office hours with my IS professors and IS teaching assistants, and I leaned on my classmates in this very program who were also struggling. Things did get better, not all at once, but slowly. I started showing up differently and giving myself more grace when things didn't go perfectly. Turns out the secret wasn't grinding harder, it was actually letting go a little. And once I did let go a little, I finally let myself explore. I studied abroad at CMU Qatar, and I spent the summer in Palau, a small island country of 18,000 people. This opportunity was only made possible through an IS program called TC and GC, which stands for Tech Consulting in the Global Community. Different countries, different languages, but somehow swimming always found me. I swam at a swim meet in Qatar, and I coached at a swim camp at the only pool in Palau. The pool looked different in each of these countries, but the water was always a common ground, a grounding point, and in times of uncertainty, it was really nice to have. And that's the true beauty about a constant. It travels with you, and it stays with you always. But this all really isn't about just swimming. It's about whatever almost broke us, and the people that helped us through. So, to my fellow graduates, what was your swimming? What was your constant? The things that brought you joy? Maybe it was the IS friend you met on Instagram before school even started. Maybe it was the one you met in 250, your first IS class, who you then suffered through 262 and 272 with. And for the parents, that's our database design and application development, our core coding classes. And maybe it was a professor who was genuinely happy to see you walk into their office and celebrated your small wins like they were big ones. Maybe it was a club that felt like home, or someone saying you'll figure it out when you really weren't sure that you would. Whatever it was, we each had our unique journeys, and IS was the thread that connected us all. And none of us did it alone. First, look at our professors. Thank you. I had professors who showed up to my swim meets, wrote very last-minute rec letters, and treated us like whole people. And to my classmates, thank you for the late nights working through projects, for capstone meetings, for trauma bonding in office hours, and for keeping each other sane. We really wouldn't have made it through without each other. And to my advisor, Corey, thank you. Thank you for always having an answer for me, for always being in my corner, and never really complaining about the number of questions I ask you. So thank you. And to the parents, families, and friends in this room, thank you for supporting us through the hard semesters and the stressful nights and every step in between that has brought us here today. 20 years ago, I was a kid in a bathtub just happily swimming. And today, I am still that kid, just surrounded by people that I'm really, really going to miss. Congratulations, IS Class of 2026, we did it.